What is it now? Descendant, what's the status of the Hagios operation? We have... What did you say? The recon squad's communication... That doesn't make any sense. How have the Vulgus developed advanced tech warfare capabilities? Alright, so Eamon was excavating a phase shift gate. I see. But at least we have some useful intel, even if it didn't reach us at the right time. I'm more concerned with... It's taking longer to detach the Ironheart than we expected. We've already had reports of Vulgus forces. I wish there was some way that we could... We'll just have to do the best we can on both fronts for...
Wait, are comms back up? Is this Jaber's received signal?
Blair, why are you in the Hagios?
It is you, turret boy. It's nice to hear your voice. Have you eaten? What would happen to me? Well, it's a long story. There was the Vulgus forward base and these weird cargo trucks. I ran into all sorts of things. While all that was happening, comms were down and the guide was nowhere to be seen. There were a lot of enemies and that weird beam of light phenomenon. Everything was nuts.
The gist. Give me the gist. Vulgus base, cargo trucks. Actually, just send your current location. I should hear this in person.
Sounds good to me. I'll send you the coordinates. You send me updates on what's been going on at your end.
Over here. Come on in. Damn. Jaber sent me the... Oh, you asked why I was here. I heard the scouts were having a difficult time of it, so... But the real surprise was prepared by... so no change there. Anyway, the Vulgus... When I tracked the convoy with the scouts, we found some kind of Vulgus... What's worse, there was a commander-level Vulgus. With heavy armor and hot... We ended up fighting for several days, while being... Maybe that fat-ass commander was also distracted by... By the time we managed to regroup, had I known what would happen, I would have brought my friend. Which is why, if you're going to that Vulgus forward base now, you need to let Dominic... They flipped the table and... Dominic will show you the way to the forward base. Let's head there and turn up the heat.
Why do more and more people keep getting involved?
'22 Recon Squad. Nice to meet you. My name's Dominic. I'm a scout accompanying Blair. In order to get to the Vulgus forward base, you have to secure this area first, as it's our main route. There's also a number of important additional tasks to do. Blair's already familiar with this terrain. I'll fill him in on the mission separately. You'll need to follow the instructions given by the Recon Squad. Or what's left of it, anyway, as Zachary and I are the only ones who survived. Anyway, good luck. Oh, by the way, I heard from Zachary. His troops were hit pretty hard, but I heard you took the enemy to task. Thanks for that. And Blair, your meal was also very tasty. I feel like I always owe you Descendant something. When this battle is over, I'll buy you a drink in Albion on behalf of my entire team. I promise.
Dominic, that's what you call a death flag right there. Soldiers are superstitious, you know that.
Okay, then I'll bake you a pie or something after the war is over. Not even you can top my mother's recipe.
Keep it up, you joker. Them's fighting words right there.
Just ignore the hairball, Dominic.
The enemy is blocking all movement to our target point. We need you to break through. You should be able to see where the enemy is blocking entry. Your target is the supplies that are inside. The supplies are Kuiper ores secured by the enemy. You need to quickly destroy all Kuiper which has already been exposed to Vulgus energy. Supply network has been dealt a heavy blow. Great work.
All right, is everybody ready to turn up the heat? This next operation will be a diversion.
While you're attacking here, Blair will clear a path to their front base.
Touche. Whip up something with the Vulgus, please. They're heading your way.
The enemy force is larger than expected. You should exercise caution. We've detected Vulgus signals coming from inside. Watch out for any possible ambushes that may be waiting for you. There's a substantial force stationed here as well.
Defense Commander Beggs. Relaying orders. Stop the Descendants. Prove your loyalty and achieve new glory.
That voice. It sounds like the Vulgus commander who attacked us. Is that right, Dominic?
You would be correct. It's my greatest wish to be rid of that bastard. Descendant, the operation is a success. Great work out there.
Good. Now that we've gained control of this much of the area, I think we can start attacking their base directly. I've marked where to regroup. Let's get moving.
I wish we could find some clues on how to access the Prime Hands.
Over here. Okay, let's see. So, we have to locate the phase shift. That's easy enough. I want Dominic on higher ground to get... I'll head out first.
We're off to a good start. We found their cargo. It's an excavated phase shift gate from the cave.
We need to find out how the Vulgus used this. If there is a Vulgus terminal inside the base, please connect me to it.
Ha ha ha!
Vulgus terminal, we need to seize a security master key and decrypt it. I'll try to open the case remotely. Once I disable the physical security, attack the cargo box, and get the key. I'll search for a terminal that can be accessed internally. Wait here. The place where we spotted a signal is the point where a connection should be possible. Over to you, guide. I hope you'll be able to find some useful information.
The enemy has been extracting quantum energy that was stored inside the phase shift gates. There is a separate facility where energy is extracted and controlled. We must find this place.
If that's the case, we have no other option except search the entire base.
Descendant, once you've done everything you need to do, you need to destroy the power source so the Vulgus can no longer use it. I'll mark the location of the power units. Power units have been destroyed. Excellent work.
Out of my way!
According to the information found in the terminal, a fleet beacon, which transmits directly to the Vulgus battleships and their comms, is installed here. If we match the frequency of the jamming signal to the beacon coming from the cave, Corell's fleet will be unable to receive up-to-date information due to the increase in delay time.
Uh-huh. And how about in plain English?
I don't know how much simpler I can make it. If this operation succeeds, we can paralyze the entire Vulgus communications for about 48 hours, just like they did to us. Does that work?
Yes, that's the explanation I needed. I like this operation. Let's give them a taste of their own medicine.
found the device that controls the fleet beacon. If we destroy that, the beacon will be exposed. Control unit neutralizes signals using the enemy's shockwave generator. So that's what the fleet beacon really is. It's using a principle similar to one for a barrier generator. If there are Volgas within range, I won't be able to establish the jamming signal. You need to eliminate them for me. This is the final step. It's the first time I've done this, so there was some trial and error. All right. Any information Carell sends will now be delivered. It's a good thing I analyzed that jamming signal. Let's see if we can use this variable to our advantage in the war.
These coordinates are close to the Prime Hand's ruins. The Volga signals are already going crazy.
I was gonna join Zachary. Are you sure you won't need me on support?
Compared to the Volgas that are gonna swarm the White Knight Gulch and Albion, this is nothing.
And I've got all the support I need. And your promise of homemade pie at the end of it all. There's no way I'm dying without a taste of that.
Yeah, that's a death flag.
Ah, damn it! I'm sure I'll be okay.
Now what do you want? Go on, I'm waiting.
Welcome to the Modules Lab. We've detected signs of the quantum energy extracted from the phase shift gate in some electrical equipment. We need to get our hands on that equipment and analyze it to see how the enemy used the quantum energy. Then we should be able to find a way to enter the Prime Hand's ruins. Now that we're here, I'm almost certain it's the right place. The subtle feeling of the Iron Heart particles, this pain, and its familiarity. The inverted Ironheart is definitely inside those ruins. But the inversion technology database left by the ancestors is not yet accessible, Descendant. We have no guarantee as to what will happen, nor do we know whether we will be able to control the inverted Ironheart. Based on the data I have collected, I hope that what we do here...
I mean, we can always rely on our RK somehow, if something happens. It's what got us this far, right?
RK's an unfathomable power. With unfathomable potential, too.
That's what you call hope, Jaber.
Hope.
Hold on. I'm detecting the same type of energy as the battery has, flowing from inside the cave. I've identified numerous traps inside the cave, so be careful.
Jaber, this space is connected to the Prime Hand's ruins and the power grid. It's another phase shift gate. Huh. Analyzing this type of equipment will be much more efficient for me. I will try to understand what the Vulgus were up to here. Eamon extracted energy from the phase shift gate here, then overloaded it by sending power to the sealed gate. All the power facilities nearby were set up for this purpose.
Demolish the cave where the extractor is located. Master Eamon has achieved his goal.
Did you just hear that? Get out now! The enemy's going after the cave.
No chance!
If only I was able to attack. I would not have allowed them to get this far. However, for all of you, this is your opportunity to earn new body prosthetics and persona.
Thank you for all your hard work, Descendant. Now let's find a way to reactivate the phase shift gate.
No chance!
A drone that can collect energy will be arriving shortly. Be ready, Descendant. I will identify the Vulgus units which have high quantum energy saturation levels. Be careful, Descendant. There is a Vulgus attempting to steal the energy.
I don't have enough firepower to cover Jaber by myself. Can you take out some enemies from your side?
Shocking, right? So slow.
I can't tell if this is a Descendant or Jaber's turret.
Fire time. That's not a bad idea. I'll add it to my list of things to develop.
Reload.
Enemy's expensive died down.
With this amount of energy, we should be able to reactivate the phase shift gate. Thank you, Descendant.
Wait. There was a minor problem when I tried to activate the phase shift gate. Let's meet at the entrance to the Prime Hands ruins.
So, this isn't one of those situations where one of us has to remain outside to control the energy, is it? You're not disagreeing with me.
Out of my way!
This is Jaber. I have clear reception.
Because as Eamon didn't open the gate through any normal... But the gate to access the ruin, we have to temporarily stop the energy supply to the gate. Considering the number of Vulgus headed this, we need 2 or...
No time to waste. Jaber, you operate the gate. I'll cover you. We'll hold this place down no matter what. Infiltration team, you guys go and retrieve the Ironheart. Does that work for everyone?
Blair, it won't be smooth sailing for you guys.
Ha! You think your job's gonna be any easier? Good luck, infiltration team. Guide, you hang in there too.
I promise we'll return with the Ironheart, no matter what. Descendant, I have checked the map of the ruins that was sent to your receive. I will guide you to the Prime Hands. The map was created during an expedition from a few decades ago, but it's still highly reliable. It seems our operation has been made possible through the sacrifices of these early descendants. Oh no. Anyone has stationed the regimental forces within the ruins. The Vulgus commander who attacked Blair and the recon squad must be here as well. I recommend being prepared for sporadic battles. There are also likely to be a number of traps set up to prevent us from advancing. According to the records, in order to activate the Prime Hands, power must be established throughout the ruins. The records mention a power facility. I will guide you there. It seems as if the Vulgus have prevented the power facility from being operational. Let's remove the circuit jammers and get the power facility up and running, Descendant. sizable Vulgus forces headed your way. I believe they are trying to prevent you from activating the power supply.
Master Raven! The vermin are awakening the ruins! I think they're after the Iron Heart! Please! We need reinforcements! Master Raven! Strange. There's no response. It doesn't make sense. Master Aemon should be on Corell's ship. Keep requesting reinforcements.
The electronic jamming signal installed by Jaber is blocking Vulgus communications. If we can keep this up, we have a chance of winning. This operation will work, provided there are no surprises with the inversion process.
For decades to get these prosthetics of persona. But I will share my persona with anyone that kills the Descendant now. This is your chance to become my clone.
Descendant, we're approaching the zone where the Prime Hands are located. Hold on just a little longer. Release didn't fall on schedule. There's no mention of this in past expedition record. And the temperature is rising in the zones beyond this partition. The partition's been kept in place so that the ruin system can respond to the thermal fatigue. If this temperature change was caused by the radiant heat generated by the inverted energy, then the level when the inverted energy reaches its peak exceeds even my imagination. Humans won't be able to withstand it even for 1 second. Descendant, can you hear what I'm saying? You must stop the operation. I didn't have enough information. Even if we set the inverse calculation of the radiant heat as low as possible, the human body cannot withstand inverted energy. Descendant.
Infiltration team, this is Jaber. Requesting an update on the current state of the operation.
What are you gonna do with that intel? Wouldn't it be faster to just ask them when it'll be over? Damn, that hurts. Pass me some more rounds.
That's the last magazine. Use it sparingly.
Descendant, I heard the infiltration of the ruins was a success, and the inverted Ironheart has been retrieved. How's the operation going? Do you think we have a chance? Corell's ships are slowly appearing at the White Knight Gulch. Hopefully we'll hear some good news from the front. Any of them. Descendant, please respond.
Descendant. I understand your intention now. I see you've decided to put your faith in hope. It seems not only did I lack information regarding the inversion process, I also did not know enough about humankind. Listen, I support your decision. I will never give up, Descendant.
So it has come to this. Increase the spectral laser output to max. Slice up the Descendant.
Descendant, that laser device runs on an external battery. I will display the location of the battery's heat source on your receive. Destroy it.
Reload!
different from the other paltry soldiers I killed. I will kill you and make a new prosthetic from your body. Master Uman, please watch over me.
inverted Ironheart is forcing the dimensional wall to open. If this occurs at all of the prime hands, the dimensional balance will collapse completely. The Ironheart must be contained. Watch out! Descendant! Wait. Your arcade is reacting to the inverted energy. Absorbed into your subconscious arcade space. Take heart, Descendant. I am with you. The remaining energy is at 34%. The dimensional wall is stabilizing. Remaining energy at 21%, 16%. You're almost there. Remaining energy at 0%. You've done it, Descendant. The Ironheart has been transported to the safest possible location, into the subconscious space of your arcade, where I first met you. However, the Ironheart in your subconscious space can be removed only once. If you attempt to embrace this Ironheart again, your arcade will be unable to endure it. This means we have only a single opportunity to convey and destroy the Ironheart. Do not worry, Descendant. We will prevail. Descendant, are you all right? Are you experiencing any arcade irregularities? If nothing is wrong, I have something to tell you. I have finally unlocked the secret behind the Ancestors' inversion technology. This is... And thanks to the sacrifice you made, Descendant, I was also able to access the Inversion Technology database, which had been sealed. Inversion was a forbidden technology that reversed the entropy of infinite energy. The inverted Ironheart was intended to be a core element as part of a process to reverse the anti-particle weapons, destruction of the dimensional wall, multi-dimensional space-time connections. I see traces of countless... According to the development logs, Inversion was created by extremists among the ancestors who were obsessed with using the art. But it seems the Vulgus somehow obtained this inversion. I can find no records. As you know, I am not here to protect the Ironhearts. I am essentially a track and deny. And through this recent research, Descendant, I have acquired an algorithm to... My next step is to try and apply it. Although we can only extract the inverted Ironheart from within RK once, theoretically... Wait. Descendant. A wave that I have never previously felt within the void is approaching. It seems a Colossus has been drawn to the inverted energy.
Colossus is closing in, moving towards the Hagios prime hands at a rapid speed. Classification type, Swamp Walker, and Deadly Great Walker mutation. Descendants in Albion, commence with the intercept battle.
Come on, Mr. Colossus expert. Hagios is Vulgus territory. Can't we just leave it to them?
I agree. Right now, we've got bigger things on our mind.
Entertaining those thoughts can be very dangerous, Jaber and Blair.
space-time fabric of the void is Descendant. I have received reports of your... We believe that swamp walkers were alerted by the inverted, but they're not only targeting Hagios. What will you do if one... I heard that you have submerged the inverted Ironheart in your arcade. We cannot always assume a best-case scenario. That kind of carelessness. You are humanity's hope, Descendant. You need...
Damn it. Since Mr. Colossus Expert is being so serious about this, it looks like we have no choice, Turret Boy.
I believe the data from the Colossus will prove useful.
Useful? For what? Cracking open amorphous materials?
Please, just let her finish.
As Seneca said, the Colossi are moving towards various regions, not just Hagios. If those regions show signs of inverted energy, we may be able to use that for our overall plan. The plan to destroy the Ironheart.
Well, that's good news!
Whatever you're planning, we have to do it fast. The White Knight Gulch is still dangerous.
The recent intercept battle provided an opportunity for me to survey the area around the Colossus target destination from within the void dimension. They were headed towards some snowy fields, and the area was emitting a large amount of inverted energy.
Guide, the location I just sent you? That's where we think the Vulgus Fortress is. If you found any features or have any intel, please send us the details.
If the inversion took place there, it would not be unusual to detect a low Descendant. We can definitely use this to our advantage, according to what we know so far. If we apply the inversion process to the inverted Ironheart, in theory, that Ironheart will be complete. This is the fastest and most certain method of destroying the... The only drawback is that it will also destroy everything around it. If the operation is a success, Descendant, if you cannot retrieve the Ironheart from the White Knight Gulch, please discuss it with HQ. It will be a difficult decision, but every...
Alpha, these are the details of the operation that the guide has laid out. What do you think?
Enzo, this isn't an easy decision to make.
But it's not like we have any other option. Let's at least assemble everyone to discuss this.